Hey, Ryan was speaking of pastors with hearts. I just want to give a shout. No, really, this time. Really. Because I always clown around.
Former Korn guitarist Brian Head Welch and Sonny from P.O.D. have formed a gang called the Whosoevers. The group, which also features those in the Flyleaf camp, recently spoke at the New Jersey Chapel in Old Bridge, New Jersey, for a speaking engagement about their spirituality and how God helped them in their time of need. They went to churches and chapels who were open to their message about getting young kids involved in a relationship with God and to serve as a guide to what to do and what not to do by sharing their experiences. Head talked about the Whosoevers.
The Whosoevers was started by Sonny from P.O.D. and the guy Ryan from Exit Concerts. He puts on Exit Concerts, him and his family has for years. And in the Bible it says, for God so loved the world that whosoever should believe in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. So it's just like a little gang, you call the Whosoevers. It's but they asked me to be a part of it because their heart is to go out and touch the kids, and give them a different hope besides gangs, violence, and a life filled with drama, So we're just out to hang out with them and get personal at places like this.
Sonny of P.O.D. is one of the founders, and he explains that the Whosoevers is another outlet besides the fickle music industry to reach out to kids.
Pretty much for me, been in P.O.D. 16 years, going on 17 years. And, the only reason I ever wanted to be in music is when I found my faith in God, and I knew that music is powerful. It's been powerful to me in my life, and I knew that music would reach young people. And, I believe God has allowed P.O.D. to be a positive influence in lives, and I've seen it through kids and what they, share with us, tell us, what I've seen with my own eyes. There's a lot of hurt in young people around the world, and I see that. For me, I just needed to take some time out of music. It gets so crazy and so busy, and it becomes business as usual. And for me, I needed to check my own heart. I didn't do this to be in rock and roll. I believe I was called by God, and music was a tool to get in front of young people. I was young at the time myself. I still feel young, and so just through the success and through everything that just comes with it, just needed to take time to check my heart, and I wanted to make sure I'm right before God.
Head talked to us about his approach to sharing his experiences.
It's a thing that everybody can come to if they want, because it's not like there's one band playing, and they're pretty heavy though, but this is just about us hanging out, basically, It's just sharing our hearts with everybody. I like to share my story of just my life, in a 10, 15-minute thing, just like I come to places like this, people come up and tell me their stories, and they're like, this one cat with us, he's like, his brother just died 2 weeks ago, heroin overdose, and there's people that are struggling with drugs. It's like all these hurting people come, and they're gathered to this place, and it's like we can help them, and they leave smiling, you know what I mean? And it's a good feeling.
Head had a transformative experience, which he detailed in the book and album Save Me From Myself, and chronicled in it his path into hardcore drug addiction and his turbulent and violent relationship with his ex-wife. Tune in and Head will talk to us about his experience with meeting his former bandmates.